Hey guys, welcome back. So in this video, I want to talk about Diablo Immortal. Alright, this game has been released for around 2 weeks now, right? And I think I have played every day, and I have grind to Paragon level 18. So I would say I have a decent knowledge about the game right now. So in this video, I want to talk about the issues that this game has, other than the obvious pay to win stuff, right? First, let me give you guys a brief overview about this game. My honest opinion, I think as a mobile game, the game is okay, alright? So, in terms of the action element in this game, right, it is above average. Probably, I wouldn't say it's the best ever, but this is definitely the top 10% in terms of the combat, alright? But in terms of the system in this game, the daily activities, the dungeons, the raids, I think it's okay, but I feel like all the things is like everything in this game is very repetitive after you reach end game. Alright, so I'm gonna talk about this later in this video, but first I want to talk about why this game got so many hate. Alright, there are plenty of video games out there, there are plenty of videos out there on YouTube which content creators are saying this is worst game ever, this is the greediest game ever, Blizzard should be ashamed of themselves, right? But honestly, like, I wouldn't call it the greediest game ever. I understand, like, a lot of content creators out there, they never played a mobile game before. For example, Asmongold, right? He played Diablo Immortal on his stream for a couple days. It is his first ever mobile game. Don't get me wrong. I think Asmongold has a couple wrong opinions about Diablo Immortal, right? Don't get me wrong. I've been watching Asmongold stream for many years. I first started to follow Asmongold when it was Warlords of Draenor, when he had like it was 2015. He had like 2,000 or 3,000 viewers on his stream very early on. Now he is the biggest streamer on Twitch, and he played Diablo Immortal and calling this a pay-to-win piece of garbage. Well, I understand why he's saying that. Because, like I said, he never ever played a mobile game before. Similar to a lot of bigger content creators that made a video talking about Diablo Immortal. This game is obviously very great, right? It was developed by NetEase. What do you expect, right? Like, NetEase is a Chinese mobile game company. I said it in my previous video. The company itself has a really bad reputation. Even in China, people knows their game is heavily monetized. This game's monetization, I will be completely honest with you guys. This game's monetization is better than I thought. Alright, like, if you call it the greediest game ever, I can literally name 10 mobile games that are greedier than this, with one being Racial Legends. Alright, very obvious one. If you guys never played Racial Legends before, if you want to see what truly a greedy game looks like, just go download Racial Legends and just go in there for like 5 minutes. There will be 10 in-game offers pop up. Alright, by in-game offer, I mean like special bundle or something like that, not just the regular stuff. Not stuff like this. Alright, this is not an offer. Like, the second you log into Racial Legends, probably not the second, probably like 2 minutes after you log into Racial Legends, there will be 10 offers pop up if you're a new game, if you are new to the game. Alright, that was absolutely insane. So in terms of monetization, if you think this is terrible, I bet you never played a mobile game before. Alright, this is obviously not good, right? But I think the monetization in this game, I will say, is right in the middle. It's not super pay to win, and it's not free to play either. Like, there are just hundreds of like popular mobile games, I would say, that is more greedier, much more greedier than Diablo Immortal. Alright, and then I think, like, for the pay to win thing, obviously people want to spend their money in the game so they can beat other player, right? Like, if this game is PvE only, I don't think many people are gonna spend their money. But you know what? The PvP in this game is completely retarded. Alright, so like, this is a battleground. Let's go to battleground, take a look. Alright, so like, if this is PvE only, I don't think spending money to progress your character is gonna break the game balance, right? This is obvious. People obviously want to spend their money to beat other people, but like this battleground thing, I can't do it. Look at this. The battleground is currently closed. What is this? Who designed this? So this battleground thing is actually limited to a certain time frame. I believe it's from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock, something like that. All right. I have zero idea why they do this, or I can literally not. I can't do it. I literally cannot do it if I want to do it now. So like, this is a huge letdown to someone who wants to spend money in this game. All right. So with that being said, if you don't do PvP, then you really don't have to spend money in this game. All right. Because you know what? I think Asmongold in one of his videos are saying that he spent $2,000 in Diablo Immortal. So when he was leveling, when he was beating the boss, he can literally stand still and not have to dodge anything, not have to do any mechanic, just auto attack and kill the boss. But you know what? If you just spend $0 in this game, you can do the exact same thing. All right. I'm not sure if this is a good thing about Diablo Immortal or not, because if we look at this as a good thing, then this game is free to play friendly, because you don't have to spend money. When you're leveling, you can just do the auto attack and you don't have to dodge anything, you don't have to do any mechanic, and you can beat any boss when you are leveling. All right, you can literally do that. The boss is super easy. All right, then if we look at this as a bad thing, obviously the boss is super easy. A lot of fights are completely just, it's free. The fight itself is just retarded. What's the word for it, right? So yeah, that's that. Alright, then let me get into a bit more detail about the pay-to-win element, that is legendary gem. So I think a lot of people are having issue with this legendary gem system, because you can only get these if you buy the legendary crest. Alright? And not just that, if you got a 5-star legendary gem, it can be randomly from 2 out of 5 star to 5 out of 5 star. I think the biggest question comes from this thing here. Well, not this thing itself. Alright, let me give you guys an example here. Let me open up the market. Let me see if I can find an example. Just compare the gems. Alright, so this is a 4-star, right? If we compare this 4-star effect to this 2-star, 2 out of 5 star, right? They're exactly the same. Alright, why they have this type of huge price difference on market, right? Like their effect is exactly the same. The only difference is this resonance here. That's the issue. It gives you 90 resonance, while this one gives you 30 resonance. This is a 4-star and this is a 2-star. And this gives you triple the resonance. And what resonance does is it gives you direct stats boost. So it increases equipment base attribute by 53%. So it gives you direct stat boost. I think the real issue of legendary gem system is this thing here. Alright? Like, if we look at the gems, like 2-star and 5-star, they does the same thing, but the resonance difference is huge. That caused a huge gap between the players. I think what they need to do is, firstly, they have to retune this, right? Like the power gap from the resonance system is way too big. They need to do this. They need to redesign this, probably, the resonance system. The legendary gem system itself, it probably still has flaws, but it's not that terrible, right? If you get a 2 out of 5 star legendary gem, the effect is just the same. So yeah, I think what they need to do is rework the resonance system. By the way, like, if you want to spend money in this game, I don't think you should buy legendary crest. If you're looking for specific gems like this one or this one, the Bloodsoaked Jade, the best gem in this game, you should just buy it. Like, don't waste your money on legendary crest. Alright, sometimes people just put gems super cheap. You gotta keep an eye on the market. Alright, but this is not a spending video. Alright, that's what I do. Alright, if I'm gonna spend money, I'm gonna buy platinum, which is the market currency. I'm just gonna buy it. Like, I'm not gonna deal with the RNG stuff. Alright, this, like, I don't even know how many legendary quests I'm gonna spend to in order to get this. So I'm just gonna buy it if I'm gonna spend gems. So yeah, that is the pay to win element. Other than the legendary gem system, I think it's really okay. If you think the monetization is absolutely terrible, I bet you never played mobile game before. Like, all these packs has 7 days cooldown. Alright, I can literally find you a lot of mobile games that like all these special offers has 1 day cooldown. Alright, can you believe that? Alright, so yeah, and for this, this is a Reforged Stone. I'm not really sure about this. I never bought this one before because I think there is a cheaper option in the game, in game for free, called Reforged Stone. I think they pretty much do the same thing. So the pay to win stuff is this thing here, and I think they really need to fix the resonance system. Otherwise, the gem system, it has flaw. The resonance system, this is the worst thing in the game currently. And for the legendaries, there are a lot of legendary equipment in this game. You cannot buy them, you have to farm them. I think that's good, right? So next, I want to talk about the daily grind in Diablo Immortal. I think the daily grind, long story short, I think the daily grind simply takes too long. It just takes too long. Like, there are too many things to do. So firstly, you have to do 3 Elder Rift every day. It gives you a special item. Alright, then you have Legacy of Horadrim, another content. Then you have a Heliquary. This is weekly. And then you have Raid the Vault. You can do it, I believe, 4 times a week. And then we have bounties 8 times a day. And then we have the contract quest from the clan. It's kind of like a clan quest, right? Then there is a special in-game event every day. Sometimes it's bestiary, sometimes it's I believe certain dungeons, something like that. And when you are doing the quest, there are a lot of side quests that pops up. Like, I spend over 2 hours a day just to do the daily grinds. I think it's absolutely insane. It's a mobile game, alright? If this is a PC game, I think it's probably okay. But I think 2 hours a day for dailies is still too much. Like, as a mobile game, it's absolutely insane. And the content is very repetitive. So a lot of quests I did is repetitive. I know exactly what they're about. So like I said, this game is released for only 14 days. I haven't got bored yet, but I don't know, like, if I do this same quest for like 3 months, probably I'm gonna get bored, seriously, right? That's another thing about Diablo Immortal. I think, like, if you play a mobile game for more than 2 hours a day, it doesn't feel right? I think mobile games audience are those type of people that are, I would say, graduated from college and have family or have work. Those people can play this game on their phone during work sometimes, right? Yeah, I think that's mobile games audience, right? If you have like 10 hours a day playing video games, I don't think you should play on a mobile game. Go play a PC game, like a World of Warcraft, League of Legends game like that. Alright, not a mobile game. Like, I have family and work, so I really can't spend more than 2 hours playing this game every day. Alright, that brings me to my next point. That is the player base in this game. Alright, so first let me talk about servers in this game. I think servers should not exist. It's 2022, and when I'm traveling around the map, I actually do not see a lot of players. So maybe that's one of the reasons that they have to limit the time frame of Battleground. Otherwise, there are not enough people playing this game. That could be one of the reasons, right? But like, the players who are playing this game now, they're actually super hardcore. Not gonna lie, right? I think it's been 14 days after Diablo Immortal was released. A lot of haters already quit this game. I think players who are sticking with this game right now, these people are super dedicated. I would say they're probably like dedicated their life in this game. Literally no lifing, 14 days, 10 hours a day playing Diablo Immortal. I can see plenty of people are doing that. Alright, like, they are super hardcore, and there a system called like So you can change the difficulty in this game. So this is normal, Halo 1, Halo 2. If you switch a difficulty, you cannot see the players on a different difficulty. I think that is probably an issue, right? Because let me show you guys a random dungeon run. I'm just gonna pick a random dungeon, alright? So like, if you're a new player just going into this game, and let's say if you want to start this game, let's say this September, you're pretty much going to your journey in Diablo Immortal is pretty much gonna be a single player experience because there's no player. You can't see anyone. Like, this is Halo 1 difficulty, alright? Like, I'm already behind, you know? I play like 2-3 hours a day. So like, this is a Halo 1 difficulty, and for Halo 1 you need a party of at least 2 players, right? And you know what? There's just no one here. The world is empty and I can't do it. This is not a single player dungeon, right? And I'm playing every day, and like I would say a lot of people are already in Hell 2 difficulty and I cannot play with them. Like, that is a real issue about Diablo Immortal. Like, as time goes by, this is gonna get worse because like new player literally cannot progress. You know, like I had a quest that asked me to do a dungeon, and the dungeon took 2 players. I just couldn't do it. Like, so I would say maybe the player that are sticking with this game are just way too hardcore. Seriously. And I think what they should do is they should make all the dungeons in this game soloable. So you don't need a party to enter a dungeon. I think they should do it for all difficulties. Otherwise, as time goes by, this is gonna get worse. And yeah, I guess that's all I'm gonna talk about in this video. That's a lot of issue. Well, there are a lot of issues I had in this game, alright? But overall, is this game that bad? Probably not. I would say this is, in terms of gameplay, it's above the average. Not the best ever, but the gameplay is above average. The daily grind takes too long. Like, the pay to win element doesn't really make sense in this game because in PvE content, you don't really need to spend any money to progress your character. But for PvP, the battleground design is just completely retarded. I don't know who designed the battleground in this game. Like, you have to limit the time frame of players doing battleground. It makes no sense to me, right? Yeah, overall, I haven't got bored of this game yet, but like, I feel like if I just do the same thing over and over again for 3 months, I gotta get bored of this game. So we'll see how it goes. Currently, that's the issues I'm having with Diablo Immortal. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Are you playing this game? So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.